Hey everyone, I've been grinding the hell out of Monster Hunter Wilds. I was waiting for it for a long time. And now that I'm at the sort of end game Hunter rank 59, I've been doing a lot of decoration farming, and I believe that I found, albeit a very boring way to grind out decorations. If you're short on time, or you can only just get a little bit in and you really want to get a grind in so that you can get your build stuff, I found a way that you can do it. I recommend having like a show or something in your sidebar while you're doing this because it is not very interactive. Now, to start this, you're going to need a lot of research points. So I'm going to start this by showing a good research point grind. If you come to this camp, which is Camp 8, which is in Area 8 of the Underground Lake, this is in the Scarlet Forest, and you set the time of day to plenty. The time of day doesn't matter, just the season. You go here, you rest, you put it at plenty. Then this will make a lot of fish spawn in this small little area. And what you're essentially going to do is you're going to take your capture net and catch all the fish because it gives you a lot of research points. Now, if they're spawning slow, because they tend to take a second to spawn, you can actually speed up the spawn rate by pulling out your fishing rod and then throwing it at nothing twice. It makes the game think you're looking for fish. What you're going to do, like I said, grab your capture net and then just shoot and catch as many fish here as you can. Preferably all of them. This also will give you a good amount of zenny, because most of these fish are goldfish and platinum fish, which give you golden scales and platinum scales, which sell for some pretty good zenny. I haven't found zenny to be an issue, but if you personally are having a zenny problem, this also helps with that. So once you've caught everything in this little area, you're going to run on over here, dive, continue holding R1 so that you swim faster. You can hook these things if you want. They don't give me enough points for me, really, but sometimes a wyvern coin will spawn here. Not guaranteed, but it gives you a lot. And then there's more fish over here. Sometimes they'll bundle up and you can make it really quick and just catch like all of them in 1 to 2 shots. Sometimes you need more. And the amount of research points you'll get will vary, but as you can see right there, I got almost 1,000 from that. And then if you want to reset it, then you just teleport or you fast travel to the plains base camp. And then once you fast travel back to Area 8, pull out your fishing rod, throw it twice. Sometimes that crab will spawn too. Make sure you catch him, because he usually is holding a coin, which will give you both an achievement and some more research points. But yeah, as you can see, fish respawned here. Catch all the fish. Rinse and repeat. The only thing you need to check is make sure that in the bottom left there, it says plenty. The actual time of day doesn't matter. But so long as it's plenty, you should get the most fish spawns that it will give you. And that's how you're gonna gather up a bunch of research points fast. You can also just do quests, play the game. I recommend building up a lot of them like that, because if you spend too much time doing this, you will bore yourself out. But for a quick little, just trying to get a grind session, you want to watch something while you also make some progress, this works. Yeah, this is just the setup phase. Then I will move us on over to the actual grind. Now, for the actual grind, you're going to want to go to Area 10. You're going to want to set up a pop-up camp here. It might get destroyed. That is one of the reasons you're going to need research points, because you're going to need this as a fast travel spot to make this grind more efficient. You also need the Area 3 pop-up camp. Should be here. If you have both of those, then apart from that, you just need to be Hunter rank 21. And with that said, you are ready to go. So what you're going to want to do is go into your tent and rest. Set it to nighttime and plenty. From here, you're going to want to run to this area about where the herb is. You can actually tag it and then just have your secret run to it. Or you can just run over there. It's pretty much just this general vicinity. The actual specific spot doesn't matter. From here, you're going to face pretty much dead on east, almost exactly at that pillar, and wait here for about a minute, minute and a half for the moon to appear. You need it in plenty because plenty is the only time that the moon will actually be visible in the sky. And then we need to take note of what phase the moon is going to be in. I'll provide a chart at this section so that you guys can see the different phases, so you know what you're looking for. As you can see there on our chart, we have gotten a full moon, which we actually want to be one phase before this. So since there are 7 moon phases, we're actually going to need to rest until we're right before the full moon. So based on the chart, look at where your position is, and then essentially count how many spaces away you are from where we want to be. So for me, that's 6. So I'm going to come here and rest until nighttime 6 times. Now, personally, I recommend checking to make sure that you are on the right phase instead of just being like, yeah, I'm on the right phase. So I run back over here after I think I'm there and wait for the moon to pop up again. You don't have to do this. Eventually, you can get confident enough with, you know, everything you're going through here that you can just know that you are on the right one. I would rather spend this like minute and a half here than accidentally waste my time picking up extra stuff, because this is already a time-intensive thing. You could even tech each phase if you wanted to, but I feel like that is a bit unnecessary. But once you are right before a full moon, you can actually begin the grind part. Now that, with just the left side of the moon a bit covered, is exactly what we're looking for, so we know that we've done it right. So once your moon looks exactly like that, you're gonna head on back to camp. Once you're at base camp, you're gonna go inside and do one more rest. This rest will be until daytime. Not morning. Do not do morning. Morning will mess it up. Daytime, you could do evening or nighttime, but daytime gives you the most time to go ahead with the grind. After this, we will not be resting anymore unless it resets. Now that it's daytime, you're on a bit of a crunch. You're going to want to try to do this as fast as you can, but I'm going to demonstrate it slowly the first time. You're going to go into your optional quests, and make sure you have the quest A Leviathan's Temper right here. Hunt a Tempered Balahara. You're going to pick it up, and you're going to choose to start at Camp 3 South. Now, the reason why we need to do this is we need it in full moon, but you can only collect the thing we're trying to collect twice per full moon. This quest moves the in-game timer to evening, but doesn't move our actual in-game timer to evening. It's like a temporary shift. So once we leave the quest, it'll go back to being daytime. I take this route because it gives us the opportunity to grab some things that'll give us a little bit of points. And just general resource gathering, because you have to wait anyways for the plant to bloom. So this right here is the exact route that I take. This is the most optimized I could find to both gather some resources and get this done. You get a lot of fulgurite crystals. You're gonna jump off here. Glide. You can get a bitterbug here. You can also get some dragonfell berries if you want them. There's 2 mining outcrops here. But that right there is what we're actually looking for, that little plant right there. It takes about a minute real time for it to bloom, but you don't have to be near it. As you can see here, it bloomed. And then you can harvest it, and the moment it pops up on your side, you can roll away to animation cancel. Now, in case it's not bloomed yet, you can grab some Dragon Strike nuts, or you can grab the Dragon Fell berries over there. But usually what I do is I roll out, I cancel it, and then I go to Area 10, which in this case, the camp broke. If your camp breaks at any point, just go back to base camp and pay the 75 to fix it. Side note, make sure that when you fix Camp 10, you do it while not on a quest. So in the video, I go back to base camp mid-quest and fix it, but at the end of the quest, we're going to hit the return from quest button, which is going to cancel us fixing that camp. So make sure that you are not in a quest when you fix that camp, or else you're just going to keep dumping points into it, and you're already needed in grind points. So make sure you don't do what I did. Wait until after the quest, and then fix Camp 10, even if it means that you only get 1 pollen this run. Just do a quick repair. But then go towards Camp 10. And then the herb that we're looking for is right here, the ephemeral blossom. It's right above this rock burst. On the way there, if you want to gather some resources, there's a flash bug here. There's some wedge beetles. But you can't gather those, sorry. Some sleep herb. And then what you do is you jump off, gather this. Once you've gathered both of those, return from quest, and then run that again. Eventually, you're going to hit a point where it doesn't bloom anymore. That's because the actual in-game timer has passed the full moon phase. And then to get it working again, you just need to do what we did in the beginning, rest, check the moon, and then rest until it's right before a full moon. Once you've gathered as many of these as you want to, then we enter the next phase of this, which is probably the most annoying part, personally. You're going to talk to Nata and go to Any Word for the People, Item Trade, and Sekka. Now, as you can see here, sometimes he offers Nightflower Pollen. He can do for golden melding tickets, hard armor spheres, or golden relic tickets. All of these are used at the melder. Well, I guess the hard armor spheres aren't, but the melding tickets and the relic tickets are used at the melding pot. So you're going to trade one of these, grab your melding ticket, and then you're going to go back in the tent, rest, and then once you rest, usually I just do until morning. You'll go back to Nada, and his trades will have reset, which gives you a chance to roll another gold wyvern ticket. Or a gold melding ticket. Once you have as many of those as you want, go to Suja. Go to the melder, who's right behind you. Say, I'd like to use the melding pot, Wyverian melding, and then usually you can look online to see what kind of decoration, like what rarity your decoration is, because that'll determine these. But for the most of us, we're probably looking for those rarity 6 decos. So for each 1 gold melding ticket you turn in, you will get 20 rarity 6 armor decorations, or 10 rarity 6 weapon decorations. And then for the relics, you can get, like I said, 5, 6, or 7. Turn in that ticket, you're going to get 15 fragments. So this should greatly speed up that. And that's what we've been working for. So hopefully this grind helped you. It's a bit boring. I definitely see the preference for hunting monsters, but for some people who just are short on time, might be a good idea. Y'all take it easy.